don't think anybody looked at my tuba video that I posted in the music thing. I told y'all every time y'all post a bunch of music that I have no idea what it is, I'm just going to post band stuff. But there was a video game reference, and I was seeing if anybody figured it out.
And we're live with a little intro from Scar.
Oh shit! I didn't know we were going live right then and there.
Yeah, it was over the S and everything. It was like this nice little. It kind of worked out, you know.
Cool.
So, but yeah, we're live, man. Let's do this.
Yeah, we got it. You gonna start the show?
Yeah, the show is started.
No, but you got to do the intro. Are you gonna do the intro?
Like the music with my mouth?
No, you got to say the stuff, man.
Can I do it like a hype man? Like I'm hyping like Rick Ross or something?
Rick Ross is not a hype man.
Yeah, no, I'm hyping Rick Ross.
No. You were supposed to do the intro.
No, I would wake the baby if I did that.
You're supposed to do the intro on the live shows.
Oh yeah, that is a thing, isn't it? It feels like it's been a month since we did this. What's up? It's your boy Waking Heathen. This is Scarcasm Live. Over here to my right, we have the Scarfinger, a.k.a.
Am I on your right on the actual recording?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, dog?
So, it's pretty chill. We're just like hanging out.
Yeah, man. I'm at the point where I already done a show today, so I'm just kind of like here.
What's up, everybody? This is a facetious part 2 without Blue.
That rhymed.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want me to just do it?
I just did it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you really?
What is up? It's your boy Awakened Heathen. To my right is Scarfinger, and this is Scarcasm Live. Bam! What's up, man? What's going on with your life?
Man, nothing, man. There's not too much happening at work, but life is gonna change a little bit for your boy this weekend. I have to work on Saturday, and then I am taking a trip to Baltimore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna spend my Father's Day not doing anything for the month. I'm going to Baltimore because on Sunday, on Father's Day, their Pooh Bear's Girl Scouts group is having some sort of a thing for Father's Day.
Uh-huh.
But then I got to drive back because I got to work on Monday. So I have to go to this. I have to drive. I'm driving up on Saturday, staying overnight, doing the Girl Scout thing. And then I have to drive home for 4 hours on Father's Day. Yeah. And when I come back, I'm bringing Pooh Bear back with me for the summer. So, yeah.
You're like, beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, I'm gonna, Father's Day is kind of weird, right? I've always said Father's Day is like the bastard child out of the 2 days, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not as bad as Grandparents' Day, whenever the fuck that is. But, like, Mother's Day is all about the mother. Mm-hmm. And it's about, like, doing things for her and making sure that she doesn't have to really do anything. Father's Day is never really about the father. It's about the family. Because it'd be like, yeah, we're having a cookout. You gotta cook. Like, what the fuck? Like, do mama gotta cook on her day? No. We either go out to eat or we prepare something for mama. Like, why I gotta cook on my day? Like, this supposed to be my day.
But you grilling, you doing cooking that you want to do.
No. Who the fuck said I wanted to do something on my day? On Mother's Day.
If you don't want to grill, then don't grill.
No, but like if it's one of those things to whereas if I don't grill, then they gonna act like we ain't gonna eat because you didn't make it. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like we want to grill. Yeah, we want to grill, but like I gotta actually fucking do it. Like that's some bullshit. And this happens every Father's Day. Like every Father's Day is about the family. Mother's Day is about the mother. Father's Day is about the family. They should just stop calling it Father's Day. They should call it Family Day because fuck that shit. Like the mother gets her own day. The father doesn't get his own fucking day. Do you get your own fucking day?
Well, I normally get to play video games all day.
I mean, that's a win. So that part is cool. Like, yeah, you get to play video games. That's cool. I don't get to play no video games. I'm being a cop. I'm going to a thing for the Girl Scouts because if I show up, she gets badges. So like I'm doing something for my daughter.
Yeah.
Like I'm driving to Baltimore to do something for her.
You can get caught up on podcast.
I can't actually because my girlfriend don't listen to podcasts. So I'm gonna be in the car with her.
We'll make her drive and listen to podcasts.
That's not how this works. It's one of those things. There's another thing about being a father. When I'm driving, she sleep. When she's driving, I'm navigating. When I drive long distance, she is no help at all. None. Not a drop of help. Because she'll just fall asleep. That's my life, dog. Like, that's just my life.
That's your life.
Word.
So,
I just realized that the size of my mustache or the part of my beard is not really aligned right. I cut my hair earlier today, and this ain't right. So now I got to fix that. It's just one of those things.
They fix stuff.
Yeah, on Facetious we've recorded on Hangouts, so like the box with me in it is really small on my screen. So I didn't really notice that until just like right now. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, all right. But yeah, so that's gonna be my weekend, and then I'm full-time dad again until end of August.
Nice. Yeah, I got a couple of Father's Day presents.
What you get?
My dad.
From your dad?
Yeah.
Did he buy you a saw?
No, he got
chainsaw?
me a panini press.
What?
And a quesadilla maker. He got my brother got him a Kindle, right? Like a Kindle Fire.
Uh-huh.
And he has found out you can get like cool ass shit for cheap as fuck. So he's just been ordering random fucking kitchen appliances. But that panini maker is a shit, man. I've been making the bomb sandwiches with that thing. I haven't used the quesadilla maker yet, but
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the Foreman grill makes the best ham and cheese sandwiches ever. All you do is just put some butter on the bottom and the top, put the whole sandwich in there, and put it in there. So I'm guessing the panini maker is not much different. But yeah, the Foreman grill makes great ham and cheese sandwiches. I'm pretty sure it can make grilled cheese sandwiches, but I don't just want cheese and some bread. Like, at least put some kind of meat in there, some pepperoni or something.
right, yeah.
So some pepperoni and provolone. That's what I'm talking about. Then I could dip it.
That sounds awesome.
You should do that in your panini maker.
I
See?
should.
We can work that out. What's your week like?
It's been boring as fuck. I mean, it's been just normal. There ain't really been nothing going on since, the funeral and stuff. So, which is good, because that means, I ain't got to take off work. I ain't got to, when things are normal, it's pretty cool. I mean, ain't much to talk about, but it's good to me.
Yeah. Okay, so
we can jump into, like, our consumption if you want to.
Okay, what do you want to jump in first? Because do you want to talk about what we're watching or what we've been playing?
We can do playing, because I've been playing one thing.
Which Persona?
It's Mass Effect. I've been replaying the trilogy on PC. I'm almost done with Mass Effect 1.
Okay.
I started on Steam just because that's just where I thought about playing it. I just was like, I think about playing Mass Effect. And then I realized, and then Amber was like, well, the Bring Down the Sky DLC is on the Origin version, so I just installed the Origin version, and the saves they just hand in. It's the same game. It's like, right. So I just continued over there, and plus I got the all the DLC for like $30, like for both Mass Effect 2 and 3, because they just had they just now put them in bundles on the PC, because they weren't in bundles before. You have to buy them individually.
Yeah, that's how it is for 3. 3, they never bundled them together. So like all of the DLCs for 3 are like $15 each, and the prices never came down. Like, I don't know if there's ever been a sale. Like, it's just been like they $15, dog. The end each. And you're like, for real, dog? Like $15 for real.
And that's one game to where when you get used to playing with the DLC missions and the characters and stuff, you feel like the game's incomplete unless you play them that way.
Absolutely. I that's one thing that happened to me. I played 2 on PS3 once, and outside of the technical issues that I was having, which I was having some real technical issues, the pop in. Yeah, on the PS3.
Yeah,
first
PS3
of all,
Mass Effect did not do well. That was a terrible port.
First of all, the game took like a half an hour just to load.
Right.
To install so I could play it. It took a half an hour. By the time I rented it and got it installed, I didn't even want to play no more that day. And then once I actually got to play, the texture pop in was so bad. Like I switched up, and normally I play. I'm a Vanguard. That's my main. But I wanted to switch up and wanted to do something with some different characters, different kinds of weapons and stuff like that I don't normally use. So I ended up with a character that can use a sniper rifle, which is great, except for every time you zoom in and look through your scope with the sniper rifle, the textures weren't there and they took a second to pop in.
Right.
Every time. And like I was having like the game would crash on me, like all kinds of stuff. So I decided I would never play a Mass Effect game on PlayStation ever again.
Sounds good. Yeah, yeah, I'm there with you. That port was bad, and like, because when we first got it on PS3, we were like, we got the trilogy in the pack, and we were like, cool. It's like having Mass Effect on Blu-ray. Well, technically, it was. It's just the port was terrible.
No, it's like having Mass Effect on Blu-ray.
Yeah. It was not, but yeah, it was not good. But speaking of freaking loading times, Mass Effect 1, the loading screens. That's the like the mass relay loading screens.
It's bad.
What's bad?
That like how many times you go to loading screens in that game.
Well, I was like, Amber, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna go in this door. Watch this. I click the door. Mass relay. I'm in the door. I was like, look at that shit. Fucking loaded. It's like a half a second.
So it was faster.
Yeah, it's fast.
But it was still like, what's really bad with the loading screens is probably better on PC.
What's that?
Is KOTOR. KOTOR, like every time, like you took like a few steps and you had to load. Like it was bad at first. I'm pretty sure they patched some of that stuff out. But like every time you step through a doorway, not even just a door, you step through a doorway, you had to load.
Yeah,
which was a pain. It was. But the cool thing about those loading screens, it was telling you a lot about like what was happening before. Like give you an idea of what was happening with Revan and Malik and their issues and all of that kind of stuff. Like it gave you a lot.
They made good use of the loading screens.
Yes, which not a lot of people do. And I don't know if they did that on Jade Empire, but they definitely didn't do it on Mass Effect.
Well, at least in when people were like making fun of like the elevators and shit, I'm like. And they're like, oh, there's no elevator loading screens. And then you got an actual loading screen. You know what the elevator was? It was a loading screen that was like not a loading screen. So it was a good use of a loading screen. Because they talk to each other and stuff.
Yeah, they talk to each other. But you would go like, say you're trying to get to the ship. So you would go on the loading screen in the elevator, then get out, walk to the ship. Another loading screen. Like, it was like, okay, so I get it. Like, you could have just had me press a button and go straight into the ship instead of having me go through all.
Right. But yeah, loading screens are great. The text. I mean, there's some characters that have bad textures, and I just heard that's just something like Rex looks great. Mass Effect 1. Like I'm just, especially on the ship with the lighting, I'm like, man, that looks good. But then Garrus, not so good, and then...
But it's one of those things to where it's like, when you play, like, was it Halo 3? Halo 3 is weird, because Master Chief looks awesome.
Right.
Everybody else, not so much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Master Chief looks fantastic. Like, the textures and, like, the model and, like, all of that. Graphically, Master Chief looks great. Everything around him, including the other people, not so much. They did a little decent with the Arbiter and all that, but still, no.
Yeah, I remember they had the photo mode, or, like, the theater mode. I remember going back and... when you would pause it and move around it, I'm like, Master Chief, it looks like a toy. It looks like I'm looking actually at a plastic figure. I'm like, this looks awesome. But anyway, yeah, Mass Effect. I'm actually really enjoying the mouse and keyboard. Like some games that are like made for console, I'm like, man, I gotta play with a controller. And some games that are made for PC, like Left 4 Dead and stuff, it like feels really good. But for some reason, they got it feeling really good. I really like Mass
But
Effect.
Mass Effect 1, there's a lot of pausing, especially during the battles. There's a lot of pausing and telling people where to go, which thing to use and stuff like that. So there's a lot of time for you to use a mouse and keyboard. I just don't know if I can at this point because I can't WASD to save my life.
Well, also the cool thing is because there's no jump, so they use the space bar as your power wheel. So it's right there, right under your thumb. Like, so they made a really intuitive, and even thought intuitive. I was like, how do I get to the Normandy? Maybe, I don't know, maybe N, Normandy. How do I get my journal? Is it J? J, journal. I was like, Jesus Christ. These guys thought of, like, intuitive ways to, like, do all this shit. So I pretty much know all the controls with just by guessing.
That's good. I think I would appreciate that if I was on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I am right before Vermeer, but normally right before Vermeer, I'm wrapping up a bunch of the side stuff.
No, you don't got to do none of that. Look, you play through the mission. You play through all of the main missions.
I got Rex's armor. You
do that stuff. You do that stuff.
Yeah.
You do Rex's side mission. You do Garrus's side mission. You do the normal stuff. And then you do a little bit of Cerberus stuff, so you have an idea of what Cerberus is.
And you got to do Masana Dantius.
You can,
but
you
don't
have to
because you meet her in the second game, and then she'll
right.
You.
And then you do the mission on the moon. Other than that, man, I wouldn't do a whole lot of that side stuff because most of the side stuff don't really matter, except for like Conrad Werner and stuff like that. It's like
I
don't
Conrad
really care.
Werner, my boy.
I don't really care about seeing Conrad Werner in the other games. Like, fuck out of here. Even though he does show up in 3.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was kind of cool that he shows up in 3.
Yeah.
Like he made it. He made it all the way there.
But I'm excited to go into 2. I'm actually really excited to go into 3 because I've actually never personally played the DLC in 3.
I'm gonna tell you, the DLC in 3, they're all not From Ashes. From Ashes is one mission, but I will say, in From Ashes, do not, if you care about the achievements and all that other stuff, make sure that you do everything when they're given to you before you finish that story, because you will not have any chance to get back, and it will stay as a mission you're supposed to complete, as a part of the mission that you're supposed to complete. So you will have, you will just have this thing on your screen for the whole rest of your gameplay if you do From Ashes, but you don't finish it all. It is a pain to just see that mission over and over again and not be able to do anything about it.
Well, I mean, once I start something, I never just back out. Why would you?
Yeah. Are you gonna for 3? Are you going to go to the website to do the little mini games so that you can get your readiness up?
I guess so, because is the server still open for Mass Effect 3 multiplayer?
I do not know. It should be, because it's backwards compatible. So the server should still be on. I mean, shit. EA just turned the Skates servers back on, so I'm pretty sure the Mass Effect server should still be on.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy who worked at BioWare during the making of 3, he said that people were spending thousands of dollars in buying basically packs for Mass Effect 3. And they're the reason why all of this loot box shit came up, because they realized they could make more money off of the people who just wanted to buy some shit.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing about loot boxes. Like, everybody says they hate loot boxes, but they wouldn't be trying to sell you loot boxes if it wasn't selling. They'd
Exactly.
be like, that's a failed experiment. I mean, why are we going to do this? Nobody's buying it.
Yeah, it's the mobile games thing, right? Like, we put out a game for free. We know that only a small percentage of you are going to actually put some money down, but the people who are willing to put money down are going to put a lot of money down.
Right.
So we just going to roll with that.
So yeah, that's been pretty much my thing, is getting back into Mass Effect. I don't know, just on a whim, I was just like, I think I'm going to play through this. Because it was just sitting there on my Steam with like just like 25 minutes played, you know.
Right.
So
I have I've played I've played a decent amount of NCAA football. I've been trying to limit myself because if I don't stop, then I'll be up to 2 o'clock in the morning. So I've been trying to limit myself a little bit, and but like that's really fun. I really wish that I had a better capture card thing because my capture card can only do 720p,
right.
and like it's a 360 game it came out in 2013, so like it's not gonna be that graphically intensive in the first place. But I really wish I could I really wish that I could stream that better. I would love to be able to stream that and like do the thing because I prefer coaching. I got so good at the game that, and I don't really play a lot of just multiplayer with randoms. I got so good at the game that playing the game didn't excite me anymore.
Right.
So I would just coach. I would pick the plays and see what they do with it. And that's what the majority of my the YouTube videos that I have released thus far that dealt with NCAA football is just me coaching, because if I play the game, then like I'm Nepo. Like I'm not gonna play it all the way on easy. I play it on normal, and that's too easy for me. Even like playing on the next level up is very easy for me because I put in hundreds of hours into the series. So I just coach. And like if they make a mistake, then it wasn't me making the mistake. And like so I picked up a playthrough that I had not when I got to like the coaches carousel at the end of the season, I would make multiple saves depending on where I wanted to go. So I would know whether I would know whether I wanted to, coach Kansas, or do I want to be an offensive coordinator at Ohio State or something like that? Like, do I want to make it easier or harder on myself? And then, I let other people help me choose where I went next. So I just picked up one of those extra saves. I still got the Ohio State save from the YouTube videos that I was putting up. So I went to the Kentucky one, and just started playing that on my own. It's really difficult, because my quarterback is a scrambler. So if he don't see nothing real fast, he will just take the fuck off and run instead of like, it'll be third down. And it's like, bruh, I need this first down. And he'll be like, nope, I'm running. And then don't make the first down. And I'm just like, well, I called the throwing play. He just decided to run, like, that type of thing. Like I'm like the average white football fan. Like I prefer a pocket passer. Mm-hmm. Like when it comes to me playing the game, me coaching the game, like I don't want Michael Vick. Sorry, I don't. I really don't. I just don't. Huh? Ain't got nothing to do with no dog. I don't like dogs, so I'm cool with that. And besides, anybody who thinks that Michael Vick actually put his hands on the dog is a fucking fool. Straight up. Come at me, bro. If you think that Michael Vick actually put his hands on a dog, you are a damn fool. You are the dumbest of dumb. Period. Like, the money man don't touch the merchandise. Like, he copped to doing that to the dog so he wouldn't get hit with the gambling, because that would have put him out of the game. Duh. Like, what part of that do you not understand? But anyway, so I'm really enjoying my time there. I did play some RimWorld, and I keep adding mods. I keep adding mods that I can add on top of the game that I'm already playing. I started a new colony, and that seems to be going well. It seems to be going really well. I've only had one of my people die so far, which is cool. Like there's some people that I had to replace some limbs, and I thought they weren't gonna make it for a while. But yeah, only one person in my colony has died so far, and I did not reset it, which is normal for me. I'm like, oh no, so and so died. Restart. Like I'm that guy. I'll go back on a save because it auto saves quite often. I'll go back on a save real fast to keep especially the main people that I start with. I will go back on the save to keep one of their asses alive for real, like real fast. Like I won't even think about it. Like nope, I can't lose Fred. You know what I mean? Like nope, we not losing Fred today. So
Call him Rojas.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't lose Rojas today. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. Next time I start a playthrough, because I know a lot of people who have Patreons and such, they put their Patreon supporters in those games. I know there's a guy who the Jurassic Park game just came out. The park builder, but not the mobile game, but the real game just came out. Evolution?
Yes, like Jurassic World Evolution or something.
Yeah, that game just came out. It seems like a cool game, but I don't know if I want to spend full price for it. Like I'll wait for a sale or for it to hit a humble bundle. I don't know if I really want to spend the $55.
Yeah, but it's on Steam. Nobody ever spends full price for games on Steam.
But it's a heavily licensed game.
Yeah.
So that price ain't gonna come down that easy because apparently they have like licensed music and all of that kind of stuff because like you can like tell the people in like the Jeeps and the helicopters what to do, or you can do it yourself. But the one cool thing that they did in that game that a lot of games should do is you go into the settings and you go into the audio settings and you can mute all of the licensed music. So if you stream, you don't have to worry about getting flagged or anything like that. You could just hit a checkbox. It'll mute all of the licensed music so you don't get flagged for that.
Well, I've got flagged for unlicensed music.
I got flagged for some music, me putting up videos of me playing 2K. But the only people that took it like way too far, because all of the people, if I get flagged for using some music, they just say you can't make money off of this. We gonna put ads on this ourselves. And I'm like, cool. I ain't got none of, I ain't got to feel no kind of way. It's not like I'm really trying to make money off of this. But the owners of Blitzkrieg Pop, whichever music company owns the rights to that music, Blitzkrieg
Bop.
Oh, whatever the fuck that song is.
Wow, the Ramones. I don't know why. I just like slowed down.
No, but it doesn't matter me saying it the right way because his team fucked that song every day. So I got flagged and there was a claim made against me. So I sent an email response back like, hey, just do the thing everybody else did. Just make your money off of it. Put the ads up there for your song and we good. I'm not making no money off of this. Like, how many people actually watch this fucking video? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have enough views on anything other than fucking margin band videos for me to care if I'm making money off of this at all. Because I just don't. I don't, like, even some of my painting videos are like in the like 20s or 30s as far as how many times they've been watched. So like it's not making a huge difference to me. You know what I'm saying? Other than marching band videos, there's not really a whole lot of people watching these. And I'm cool with that. Like, I'm very much cool with that. So I just said, just do that. And they were just like, nope, the company doesn't want to do that. So we're going to make your video silent during the time where that song is playing.
Right.
So now at the beginning of my video, because it's playing before I actually start the match, my video is totally silent during that time period while that song is playing.
Yeah, that happens on Twitch too.
It's like, that's fucking bullshit, man. Like, I don't know how people do it. And I didn't realize that was a Twitch thing also. I thought it was just a YouTube thing.
Yeah, Twitch is a little bit more proactive when it comes to silencing the videos because YouTube, has the monetization so they can like make the claim and then you can't monetize and all that stuff. But I haven't had videos with copyrighted music in a while, so since they changed the monetization rules to like I can't monetize at all anyway anymore because I don't have enough followers. So
that looks like a cobra. It looks like a very small cobra.
Yes, it does. I meet me a cobra, bro.
What are you eating? Like, what the fuck are you eating? You look like dog treats. You eating dog treats?
No, we fried some potato skins.
Okay. Because you've been eating this whole time, like seriously.
Yeah, I just got done eating. And
No, you're still eating.
yeah, I know. I just got done eating at a plate, and I kind of eat kind of fast, and then I was still a little hungry.
Okay. But
Amazing.
yeah, so I thought Twitch was more of a safe haven. Like, so if I play like Grand Theft Auto or something like that, I didn't have to turn all that shit off. I'm guessing you do now.
Yeah, I would like it to where, because now if I stream, if nobody watches it, at least I have the video, that I can put up if people watch later. But if I had enough of followers on Twitch or something, I wouldn't even care about the videos because I'd be like, yes, because when it's live, nothing they can do about it. It's
Right.
just the after the fact. So I could just do whatever the fuck I wanted and just say no
Yeah.
mods and just
Yeah, I don't like if I had enough followers, like I wouldn't care about none of this shit at all. Like my followers would support my Patreon, and so I'm making money elsewhere. Like y'all can't touch my money, so I don't need to make the money off of YouTube because I'll make the money that I need to off the Patreon.
And there's some bigger
Which I want to
YouTubers
do.
now that don't get monetization just because of their content isn't marketable.
Yeah, I really wanted. I think I'm settled. I'm really going to do a Patreon soon. I'm going to do a Patreon, and it's going to encompass everything, whether it's the podcast, the website, the painting, all of that stuff is going to be included in the Patreon. I just got to figure out exactly how I want to do that. But I really want to add the paintings because people seem to really dig the paintings. So I want to add that in to everything.
Cool. That sounds cool, man.
Yeah. So, you said that's the only thing you've been playing?
Yeah, basically, I
Okay.
haven't really been playing on the. Well, scratch that. I did start a playthrough of Alan Wake, but
Never mind. You know what? I've been
but that
playing.
was-
No, fuck that.
wait,
I've
I'll
been
tell
playing.
you why I'm playing.
I don't give a shit. I've been playing. I really want to play some more Killing Floor. They did an update to the summer update preview program, and they kind of nerfed some things, and I'm not really quite happy about how they nerfed some things. But I still really dig that game. I can't wait till the update actually comes out on the console so I can go back to my damn consoles. But I don't really have a whole lot of time these days to play anything. I'm really supposed to be playing Frostpunk, because I have a review copy, and I haven't had a chance to really sit down at my computer and play something in quite some time. And a couple of times I did, I played RimWorld instead, and I probably shouldn't have done that. But yeah, but those are the games that I have been playing. I do have a plan in place for when my daughter is here to play more games, and I might have a surprise in store for that.
Cool. But yeah, that links to why I'm playing Alan Wake.
I don't really care.
Because I'm playing with my son, actually.
Why would you play that game? Period. But why would you play that game with your child?
Because he's got into he's all of a sudden into scary stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to find more T-rated or not M super gory, lots of language or anything type of things. So I was like, well, yeah, let's do Alan Wake's because there's no real dismemberments or anything like that. It's just shine your flashlight, shadows go disappear, and then so I've been doing that, and I've been streaming it as a little bit of YouTube series. But I haven't done that in a couple of weeks because of E3 and stuff.
Yeah. What did you think of E3? I've already talked about this on. I've already talked about this on Facetious a pretty decent amount. But yeah. Did you do the shows that you said you were going to do?
I did. I didn't do EA. I watched the EA after the fact, but I didn't do the show for EA. But I did everything else except for Nintendo. And that was with Rojas, and that was on allgames.com. I think it's the service they use. It's this 24-hour streaming network to where there's a stream all the time, and they have schedules and stuff. But anyway, we did it on there, and it's on his podcast feed, Gaming History 101. Dang.
Yeah, it was like there used to be an audio podcast thing like that, but I cannot remember the name of it, and no one can remember the name of it. It used to be there was a place where there were some shows on it, but it was like a radio station type deal where you put your show up and it has a certain time slot. Some people would go live, some people didn't but I cannot remember what that thing was. It wasn't Blog Talk. It was around the same time that Blog Talk Radio was on, and you did have a lot of stuff that was scheduled like that. But there was another gaming one that a lot of gamers were on that I can't remember the name of, because like Gamertag Radio and some other stuff was on there, and I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember what that was. See, no one knows. So now I look crazy. Thanks.
Yeah, but yeah, that was fun. That was super tiring. I dug pretty much all of E3 that I've seen. Like, there was not a conference I didn't enjoy, except for, I mean, it's not that I didn't enjoy it. I thought that Square's conference was like, why did they? Those things could have been in someone else's conference. It was like a 30-minute video reel, basically, and it wasn't even at a like. It wasn't even an event. It was just like a stream, you know. But yeah, the stuff that they shoot, the stuff that they shown on there was really cool, because the new Tomb Raider gameplay looks fucking sick. It was like, she's the fucking Predator, because there was I don't know if you've seen it, the gameplay, to where she was like in the trees and she like shot arrows down or something, and she like scared this dude, and he shot his own teammates and was just so man, it was pretty sick, dude. So
no, I didn't watch Square. I watched Microsoft, Sony, EA, Ubi. That's it.
That's pretty much what we covered. I didn't do Nintendo. I haven't even seen Nintendo because I don't have any Nintendo products, so
and
I wouldn't have anything to say about it.
I don't wish to. I'm just not a Nintendo guy. Like, I'm just not that dude. Like, you can't keep selling me the same stuff over and over again and expect me to be excited about it. I'm not excited about the new Halo and the new Gears and all of that other stuff. I'm not excited. Just the same way that all of these Nintendo fans should not be excited about being sold the same games over and over.
Right. Rest
in peace to the homie Jay Bird, who bought Ocarina like 5 times on 5 different fucking platforms, because, well, I think he would contend that it was given to him for free on the GameCube for some reason. I don't fucking know. Rest in peace to the homie Jay Bird.
Yeah.
So you want to get into what you've been watching? You
can get into what you've been watching. I haven't watched anything.
Other
than E3. I mean, I watched E3. So
yeah, I watched E3. Well, I'm gonna just go real quick about E3. I thought out of the press conferences that I watched, probably the best one was Ubi. I enjoyed Ubi a lot. I was a little bit disappointed that at the beginning, where they had the marching band, that the marching band wasn't actually playing. They might have been playing when they actually hit the theater, but the pre-recorded footage of them outside and all that kind of stuff was not them actually playing. It was like the software that they use to arrange stuff, like a MIDI. It was like MIDI software arranging for marching band stuff. And I was like, come on, man, like, y'all could have had them actually play.
Well, maybe they were playing, but they did it over the stream, so it actually sounded fluid when they were coming through.
I have no idea, but it didn't. Yeah, I as a marching band guy, like I would have liked to hear the marching band.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. But I thought the games that they showed had variety. They were interesting. Some of them were rehashes or like sequels to games, but like the Division 2 is like a sequel to a game that just came out a couple years ago, so it's not something that I had already got beaten down with, like Gears. You know what I mean? Like, do I really need another Gears in my life? No. Did I even play? I played a couple of hours of 4 and then kind of stopped because I don't like JD. And then the thing that they showed at Microsoft really made me dislike JD more. So I was really on team fuck JD already, but it made me like doubly so for the video that they showed at Microsoft. I thought, but like Ubi, I really enjoyed what they had to show. I thought Microsoft was second. Microsoft just showed a whole bunch of games. Their press conference flowed. And then next was Sony. Probably if I would have watched any of the other press conferences, Sony would have been further down this list, but I only watched 4, so they had to go somewhere. I thought Sony showed good games, but their press conference itself was terrible.
Right.
It didn't flow well, and the press conference itself was terrible. The games that they showed were pretty dope, especially Ghost of Hiroshima. Ghost of Toshiba. Ghost of Toshiba. Ghost of Toshiba was actually really, really dope looking.
Yeah.
And like Last of Us, even though I never finished the first game because daddy issues, me being the father, not having issues with my own father, that I played through the beginning and it hurt me so much that I just couldn't. And the first time I played The Last of Us, that beginning happened, and being a father of a little girl, I just couldn't handle the rest of the game. I stopped after what happens during the prologue of that game. I stopped the game and I went drinking. Like I needed a drink. Like that, it hit me so hard in my chest. Like I was just like, I need a drink. I can't do this right now. And then when I went back, I played a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? I have to send this back to GameFly because I can't stop thinking about that moment.
Right.
And then I got it back for the PS4, and it wouldn't load. It wouldn't start for some reason. I got some sort of an error, and the game just wouldn't start at all. It's the only game on the PS4 that I've had that issue with, but for some reason it would not run. So, but yeah, I'm interested in going back and playing the first one on PS4 so that I can have the baseline for the second game because it looked really nice. And like I said, a lot of the games looked really nice. But the only reason why they're not last is because EA's press conference, they had games, but they didn't really have very much interesting other than Anthem. And I made the mistake of I covered up my chat with Twitter, and Twitter is a terrible place. Like I don't normally check Twitter, so I don't realize how terrible it is. Twitter used to be a place where you can express your ideas and all that other stuff. But Twitter has become the wild, wild west of the internet. Like it is just like, and people just want to say something so they will be noticed. And it's just like, why would you shit on a game that you loved Destiny? Why would you shit on a game that looks like Destiny with Iron Man suits? So, you know what I'm saying?
I would go in the chat for like 2 seconds and be like, yep, I'm going out here. Because it's like, these dudes that's in this chat, I'm like, dudes, you guys got to like never have seen a vagina in your life. Because there's no way a woman is going to be like, wow, that guy that was just yelling cringe is, oh my god, that's so attractive. Like, dude, learn some social skills.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, dudes be mad about anything. Like, we talked briefly about, like, the dudes mad about women being on the battlefield and Battlefield. Like, it's not that serious. Mm-hmm. And it's like, Battlefield 1 is like, yes, it's supposed to be like World War I, but it's an alternate history of World War I. So, like, if there's women there, it's not the actual history. It's an alternate history, dude. Like, calm the fuck down. It's just a video game. Like, maybe there are some women out there who want to play these games and want to be someone closer to themselves. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of minorities who want to play characters that look like themselves. I want to play Mass Effect again looking like Obama. Like, this shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit happens. Like, calm the fuck down. It's not really that serious. Like, whether there was women there or not, I'm pretty sure that outside of the skin, for the most part, it's a first-person shooter, right? It's a first-person shooter. So, like, you can't see her anyway, so fuck out of here. But, like, EA, outside of Anthem, EA did not really have much, very, very much to show. They spent a large chunk talking to the devs of Anthem, which I thought that was okay, but not for your press conference. You know what I mean? Like,
and that little thing, like, it was cool, but I still don't really know much more even after that interview. Like, because they were talking about convoluted story stuff that maybe if I played the game I would get, but it was like hearing someone explain how Ingrams work in Destiny without actually knowing what Destiny is. Exactly.
Yeah, so it just didn't work in the context of it, and that's the only reason why there's the only reason why I put them below Sony, because Sony should be last. But at least Sony showed some stuff that I would be interested in. It's just their press conference itself was terrible.
Right.
And EA's was average, but the games weren't very good, or the games weren't very exciting. I'm not saying they weren't good. The games weren't very exciting to see.
I was a positive thing about EA is like everyone's been shitting on EA. You know, like they're like the worst company that's ever been a company. And like for one, it's a video game company. There are worse companies that's doing more horrible things than a video game company.
Activision.
So, but it was even
Activision
though I'm
runs
not really
Destiny.
interested in like
remember all of y'all that had problems with Destiny. Remember all of y'all people that have problems with Call of Duty coming out every year. That's Activision. It's not EA.
Well, anyway, the I'm not really not that really interested in Unravel, and I didn't even think the first one even really sold all that well. But just the fact that they're like making a second one is kind of cool.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like something that they would make a sequel to. You know what I mean?
That is the exact same thing. Not the exact same thing, but it's something very similar to what I said in Facetious. Like I saw that game and it always looks really interesting. I don't think the demo that they had to hold them trying to escape the bird really like hit very well. But that game just looks like it just looks like a good game. It looks like it has a good heart. I know the first time when he announced it, he was crying on stage. Blue said that he shed a few tears at the end of this demo. I did not catch that. The first time he was like super nervous and it made him cry and all of this other stuff. And it was just really fucking weird. It's just, that game looks like something that I would care about. I just don't care to actually play it.
Right. But I mean, everyone thinks EA, FIFA, but they don't see that EA actually does a lot of these like really niche.
But see, here's the problem. Here's the problem with EA, and this is what I said when I was watching UB. Every time I watch the UB press conference, I'm saying, why doesn't EA do that? Like, UB really gets behind their games. They know they're not going to sell like millions of copies of The Crew 2, but you know what? They put it out there and they're like, you know what? This is The Crew 2. It's going to be fucking fun. It's going to be bananas in here. And it's like, okay, cool. I might check out The Crew 2 because when I got it for free on the Xbox, the first one for free on the Xbox, I really did enjoy that game. So I might check out The Crew 2 because of that. But like, EA doesn't make me feel that for Need for Speed. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that at all. Like they should just do, you know what I want? This is what I want EA to do. I want you to go back to the original Most Wanted and I want you to recreate that whole game, cheesy cutscenes and all. I want a new game starring Razor Callahan and The List. I want that game. I will pay full price for a remake of that game immediately.
Sounds good, man.
And I know they probably can't, but if you put NCAA football on backwards compatibility or EA Access, I will love you forever. I will support EA Access until I no longer can pay for it. Like, I will support that if they put NCAA football on that. Even if you put NCAA 14, you ain't got to do nothing to the game. You can make it look better. You don't have to make it look better. I'm playing it on the 360 right now. It ain't really that serious. So, like, if you put that on EA Access so I can play that on my Xbox One, I will be an EA Access member forever.
I noticed that EA announced another tier for EA Access that's kind of like Game Pass.
Yeah, but they didn't really say exactly what that is. You know what I want? This is what I want. I want each EA Access and Origin Access to come with a package where I can pay one price and I get both.
Yeah. That's
all I want. I want EA Access and Origin Access. Give me one price. Charge me, instead of $30 a year, charge me $60 a year, but in one shot. I want to pay for it in one time. I don't want to pay for them separate from each other, so that I have more control over my finances and what I'm trying to do.
Right, but you don't want $30 to come out two separate times.
Right, I want them together. And whatever you do, make the new Madden that they're putting on PC, put that shit in the vault real fast, so that I can play that as much as I want to, real fast, and we good.
We good.
Have you ever noticed Have you ever noticed that both of the big EA sports games have a story mode, and both of the story modes star a black dude, and you can't change the face like 2K?
Yeah, it's like a character.
Yeah, like on the FIFA games, the guy's name is like Alex Hunter or something like that, but he's a brother, and you can't change him because he's that guy.
Right.
I just find that weird. That's the only reason why I wanted to play a FIFA game. I don't know anything about FIFA at all. I don't know nothing about no soccer. I don't know about none of that shit. But I would play that game, and I wanted to play the previous game, just to play the Alex Hunter story. But I don't know anything about soccer, so I didn't want to like get in there and just be fucking terrible and fail everything. Which you can still go through the story if you fail anything. I actually watched somebody do that for the Madden story mode where they failed everything. Mm-hmm. I actually watched somebody do that.
Wow, that's like ultimate easy mode.
Yeah, they just failed everything. So, yeah, what I've been watching really is Life Unexpected. I'm still watching that with my girl. Still watching The Flash with my girl. But I want to talk a little bit more about Life Unexpected.
Okay.
Life Unexpected is when you have a TV show where every character ends up looking like a goddamn fool over and over and over again, is because they all have secrets. They all lie to each other, but they know that they're lying. And then it becomes worse because you lied when the secret comes out, which it always does. Like we've been through a whole fucking season of this shit. I'm about a season and a half in, and it is basically terrible fucking decisions made by pseudo adults, the TV show, because every single time one of them decides to lie, it always comes back, and it always is a much bigger deal than if you would have just told the fucking truth.
Over here to our left or right, Ron Blocker's in the chat.
Oh shit! I wasn't even looking there. Hold on, I was there. I'm not there right now. What's up, dog? I see you. So yeah, it's just terrible decisions, the TV show, and I'm only watching this because at some point I got invested in this, and on some level I do care, but I just keep screaming at the TV. Like, why the fuck did you lie about that? You know this shit is coming back. Why the fuck did you get mad at him? Why did you get mad at him knowing you were hiding a secret also? And then the secret comes out and the character is like, well, why the fuck were you mad at me? Because you was doing this, that, and the third. And it's like, see, I fucking told you. Like, it's all of that in a TV show. And it's just, I just want to, sometimes when a character makes a decision in that TV show, I'm like, that is the wrong thing to do. That is the wrong thing to say. That is just the wrong thing. And it makes me want to punch kittens in the face. Like, it makes me go what is wrong with you? Like, I say that many times in episode. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I don't even know why I keep watching this. It's not that great. It's cool. It's not something I would have watched on my own ever. But I'm watching this shit and I'm invested in these characters probably a little bit more than my girlfriend is at this point. But like, I just keep going. How do you keep making the same fucking mistakes over and over and over again? Like, at what point do you learn from your mistakes, bruh? That shit just makes it just infuriates me. And then there's a big secret so far where I am. There's a big secret that one character doesn't get. The secret hasn't came out yet, but it seems pretty damn obvious to everybody except him. And I just want to just step in the screen and be like, bruh, you do realize bleep 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 bleep. Like, I ain't gonna spoil it just in case somebody watches this. You do realize blah, blah, blah.
I thought you were just cussing.
No, I'm not cussing. No, I cuss at the TV, but in this moment, I just want to be like, bro, you are the only person that hasn't figured this out, right? You know you're the only person that hasn't figured this out. Like, I'm sitting there I figured it out pretty early, but I did read some of the episode descriptions ahead of time, so I did kind of know that it was coming, but it seems pretty obvious. And then like my girlfriend figured it out, and she's not the person that puts like way too much thought into things like I do, but she figured it out. If she figured the shit out, why the fuck can't you?
Yeah.
So that's Life Unexpected, man. It's a cool little show, but it makes me scream sometimes. Like, why did you feel the need to do this? Like over and over again. It's just a series of bad decisions made by everybody, because the only one person that I thought was clean in all of this turns out bruh has some dirt too. Only one, he was the only one person. Now here's the other thing. So at this point, everybody's dirty. Everybody's dirty. Everybody has something to hide. Everybody, whatever. But the only reason why I give it to one person is he's just kind of hapless and he just kind of falls into situations. He's not doing this stuff to hurt anybody on purpose, but he still keeps falling into these situations, and then he'll say a little bit too much, or like something will happen and then he's just like, oh crap, I was the jerk that just said that. You know what I mean? Like, somebody else is keeping a secret, but he knows what the secret is. And then like in a conversation, he tells the other person that doesn't know, because he doesn't know that they don't know.
Right.
So he's just kind of hapless. But yeah. All right. We got to wrap this up, dog.
Yeah. It's been an hour. So we can do that. I have a special shout out.
Special shout out. Shout out to the homie Rojas.
Yeah, Rojas, because I was on like 7. I lost count. That was a lot of freaking podcasting. I was pretty E3'd out, pretty tired after all that. Actually, he fell asleep during Bethesda, and we were like, where's Rojas? So we started without him. He came in at the very end, he was like, yeah, I ate like too much pizza.
I skip Bethesda because they don't really make a whole lot of games I like.
Race 2 looks sweet.
Looks like Borderlands with correct graphics.
Yeah, but with the kind of action of Doom and stuff, like high speed. Fucking shit up. But anyway, yeah, I have a shout out. I've been listening to OMG Hour for a while, like, I don't know, some years, and our boy gaming archaeologist Sid Bolton has passed away. So shout out to them and his family, and I know that Sean was pretty close to him, so that just sucks.
It does.
He was a good dude.
It really does suck. Like and then like other things. The homie Meatfloss's grandfather.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff happening, and I've already spoke about this on Facetious. And I didn't know Sid, but like the fact that you never want to see anybody go.
Right.
So it's much love, and I hope that his family and his friends can learn to just deal with his passing over time and make it a little bit easier on their hearts, that no matter what you believe, hopefully that where he is now is in a better place than here, because this world is going to hell in a handbasket. Like, it's really bad. It's getting really, really bad. But like, hopefully where he is better than here. For everybody. If you're going through something, just it's hard to find the words to say, especially when you don't know the person. Like, I don't know Meef's grandfather, and I don't know Sid, but I do know people that you connected to. I know people you were connected to, and I had a conversation with a gentleman who sent me a Facebook request, a Facebook message, trying to get more information about the shows that Jaybird was on. This is just a couple days ago. I guess he was just missing his friend, and it said that they were already friends. So, on Facebook and stuff like that. So I figured it was okay to share, but like the fact that the TalkShoe feed crashed and none of those episodes are there, so he didn't know how to find it, and just, I guess it's on some level he just wanted a piece of his friend.
Yeah.
So I kind of sent him links to what I had available on this feed in the early episodes when the show was switched to Libsyn, and I told him that if I ever found those hard drives, because I know those episodes are on hard drives, I just don't know which hard drive it's on. Well, I don't know where the hard drive is right now.
Yeah.
because, moving and all of that other stuff. So I don't know exactly where the hard drives are, but I know that they're there, and hopefully I can restore some of that, so that the people who are looking for some sort of comfort in just hearing their friend's voice, it can make them feel better. And I hope eventually, each of you can feel better about any kind of losses or any kind of struggles that you're going through in your life. Because right now we got millionaires and billionaires killing themselves. You know what I mean? Like, and I said this on facetious already, so I don't really have to get too deep into it.
How about Anthony Bourdain?
Yeah, and then the lady who died right before he did, she was some sort of a designer, and apparently she was very well paid, and she just couldn't take it anymore. So I don't know. I don't know these people very well, but like you got, a lot of poor people like me, think that money would cure a lot of my ills. But like what that showed me was these people were very highly paid and money didn't help them at all. And they didn't feel like they had no recourse but to take their own lives.
Like, cause like people like Anthony, like they, dude had like the coolest job in the world, and it still didn't make him happy. He got to travel and eat and talk about eating. I mean, you would see a show and be like, dude, I wish I could do that, but it didn't make him happy.
Right. So it's all. I mean, all of that. Your life. I hope that each and every one of you that has ever listened to me speak can find something in your life worth living for. For me, it's my child. Like, when I was at my lowest, my child, like knowing that I had to be someone for my child, helped me get through it. And, therapy and all of that stuff, and having good people to talk to when I was feeling low, really helped me a lot. And I hope each of you can have it. And if you don't have it, you can find it, whether it's through talking to your friends who don't judge you, or to a professional if you have to. I had to, and then I realized how much I enjoyed that. But like, I hope you find something in your life worth living, even after people you love have gone. Okay. We're about to end the show, so let me lighten this up real quick. Dick fart.
Dick fart?
Dick farts.
I heard a new joke. This is from another podcast.
Okay.
It was, if one farts in church, he will sit in his own pew.
You know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I will. Oh, we never answered the question. Can I tell my two stories?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we asked the question, but it was just in the Discord. What is the craziest thing that you've done while you were drunk or you were high? So I'm not really much of a drunk. The first time I got super drunk was on a podcast, and we all know how that went. Mm-hmm. So there's two occasions where I got really, really high.
Okay.
And this is not like the craziest things, but this is just like how I work. So I got really high, and this is before I started driving, and I had no idea how to drive. Uh-huh. But I got so high that I thought that I figured out the best way to do the turn signals. Keep in mind, this is before I was driving. Turns out somebody had already figured that out, but I thought I was on to an amazing fucking idea of how to do turn signals, to pull it down to go this way, to pull it up to go that way. Like, I totally thought that I figured that shit out on my own. Like, I was dead fucking set on this is the best way to do this. And someone was like, that's how it's done, right? And I was like, no, because I didn't start driving until I was like 25. And when I got high, it was mostly in high school. So like, I didn't get, I did it peer pressure, whatever. So like, I totally thought that I figured that out. And I was like, I was so proud of myself until someone who actually drove, said, bruh, that's how this works, right? Like, maybe you've seen somebody do it. Yeah, I know you haven't done it yourself. Maybe you've seen somebody do it, because that's how this works. And I was crushed. Like, in that moment, I was crushed. Okay, another time. This is my second story.
Okay.
I got so high once that I got mad at our economic society, because when you pay for stuff, when you pay for something, you walk in a place you hand someone your money and they don't give you your money back. And I was upset. Like, I was like really, really beside myself in anger of like, how you just gonna take my money? Like, not even thinking of the fact that you give them your money, they give you something in return. And that's the exchange that happens. I wasn't thinking about the exchange. The only thing I was thinking about was you give someone your money, but you don't get your money back. Like, and I was really so gone here that I really made myself upset by that. Like, I was super mad. Like, I was really fucking mad. I was like, I'm not even going to the fucking store anymore. Like, I was really that mad because when I give them some money for some damn, some chips or something like that, I don't even get my money back. What am I supposed to do? Like, why would I give you money if I'm not going to get my money back? Like, I was that mad. And then someone's basically broke it down to me. It's like, that you give them your money because you actually get stuff, right? Oh yeah. Like, that's how my mind works. Like, my mind, I think about like stupid stuff. Like, I think about stuff that like most people don't really like would never even think about. Like how, like, as an adult, if you were to whistle something right now, how do you know to hit the notes? You know what I'm saying? If you were thinking of a song and you wanted to whistle along to that song, you know exactly how to hit those notes. Now, you may not hit them all, but you know how to make your whistle sound like the song. How the fuck do you know how to do that?
I can't really whistle.
You can't whistle? What the fuck you mean?
I can whistle. It's just not very easy for me.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a grown ass man. And you can't, like, if I ask you right now to whistle, do the whistle song from Kill Bill, you can't do it. You can't do that. All right, fine. In this show. Just.
No, wait. I have a drunken story.
Okay.
All right. A friend of mine, he told me after the fact. He was like, oh my God. Like, because he was like a really heavy drinker. He was like, I've never seen anybody drink like that. And I was like, really? Because he said I had a bottle of Sky vodka. It was probably a pint or a fifth. And he said I was just drinking it like it was soda. He said he saw bubbles and everything. And I would just like throw it back. And he was like, dude, you were just talking, just in the middle of a sentence, and then you paused, you vomited like 3 feet away from you, and then just continued talking. It's like, I've never seen that before in my life. And this come from the really heavy drinker.
Like, he's never seen it. What? So you were just having a conversation, you threw up, because you threw up away from yourself. You probably just spaced and didn't realize you threw up and just kept talking.
Yeah, just like, it was like a projectile vomited like 3 feet away from me. Just like, but yeah. That is an incredible feat. Like, yeah. like I couldn't do that. Like, I don't think I could. Right. I guess it was just the reflex of it all, and that I wasn't even trying.
Maybe you were thinking about inventing turn signals and trying to explain it. Just like, but see, right, what had happened.
But yeah.
Yep. That's the craziest thing that those are the two things that I really were like super thought of while, like, the very first time that I got like really stoned. I was much smaller, but I stood on my friend's coffee table singing the Smurf song, dancing along. Yeah, that happened. That happened. Yep, that happened. That is the show title. That happened. All right, go ahead, wrap the show up.
Scar, chasm, scar, chasm, scar, chasm. That's how the song goes. I'm Awakened Heathen. At Awakened Heathen on Twitter. He's the Scarfinger, or at Scarfinger on Twitter.
Yeah, that's like one of my 6 Twitter accounts. Like, I don't use none of them really, except for I use that one for like checking my mentions. But I have like 6 or 7 Twitter accounts.
If you're watching this, it's on youtube.com/awakenedheathen. We have other things that are watchable, like Scarfinger Hoodrich.
Yes. I've been putting up painting videos lately, and people have actually been watching those. One of my painting videos has like 38 views.
Cool. I've actually been putting them into which is kind of sad when you think about it. Most of the Scarcasm, like, game night videos, like the playlist, is all painting videos for the past like 3 weeks. So we definitely do. And we had a game night, but I just didn't stream it. So that could have went in there. I just didn't feel like streaming.
But I think how the game night went, yeah, we probably shouldn't have streamed that.
It went all right.
We need another person We need one more person to play some Killing Floor with us. But we'll talk about that.
Rojas likes it. Rojas is definitely down for it. But
yeah, but is he playing on PC?
that's where we played with him, isn't it? Oh, it was on PlayStation. But I think he does have it on PC. But
We'll figure that out. All right. So for the homie Chase, I'm Scarfinger. This is Scarcasm, and we're out of here. Peace out to the Warriors, yo.
Snoochie booches.
Really, you just gonna take somebody else's shit?
Yeah.
Like really? Oh, speaking of that, real quick, Drake just came out with a new video for a song that I've never heard before, and he actually did like a Degrassi. For people who watched Degrassi, they said that it was like a Degrassi high school reunion with all of the people who played in Degrassi, and Jay and Silent Bob were in it too. I don't know if they were in Degrassi because I've never seen any of it, but he did a video that was like a high school reunion with Jay and Silent Bob in it.
I met Jay. He seems a pretty cool dude. He was at SuperCon last year.
Really? That's dope. We should talk about that at some point. Not now.
Cool. Later.
Kill the show. Kill the show. Kill it.
Kill it.
With fire. With fire.
Fire. I wish it'd be funny if I had like an actual fire like thing. But yeah, the show is over.
Just go, and it's just...
I like that shit, yeah, boy. Yeah, I'm telling you, Whoa. I'm telling you. All right, I ain't gonna talk.